If your growth plan depends on you pushing harder, it's not a plan. It's a stress response with a deadline. And eventually, your body will veto it. Welcome to Behind the Healing Table. I'm Dr. Eva, acupuncturist, mom, healer, entrepreneur. And this is where we get real about why good healers struggle and what it actually takes to build a sustainable, respected, holistic practice. On Sunday, we talked about planning from pressure, how urgency masquerades as ambition. Today, we're building a pacing structure so that growth doesn't depend on adrenaline. So spring is directional energy and speed are not the same thing. Most of us plan like this. We set a revenue target, open more hours, add a launch, and say yes to more. And for a few weeks it works, sort of, until it doesn't, because you built expansion on top of unstable capacity. So here's the core problem. You are measuring ambition without measuring sustainability. So today, let's install a simple framework. Capacity, stability, expansion, not the other way around. First, we want to define your true capacity, not how much you can do in a motivated week. It's how much you can do repeatedly without resentment. So ask yourself, how many patient-facing hours can I hold with full presence? How many admin hours do I actually require? And how much non-negotiable recovery do I actually need? Now, here's the part that we may tend to skip. If you exceed that number consistently, you are borrowing from future stability. And borrowed energy always gets repaid with interest. So with that being said, we need to install a stability floor. So before you plan growth, define your baseline. Your baseline is going to include minimum patient volume to sustain revenue, required operating expenses, and core services that generate consistency. If you don't know your stability floor, every slow week feels like a crisis, and crisis drives reactive decisions. When you know your floor, you can grow calmly. So once you've got that down, let's plan expansion in blocks, not constantly. This is where most practitioners burn out. They try to grow every week. Instead, choose one 6 to 8 week block per quarter. And that's it. And during that block, promote intentionally, adjust availability temporarily, launch something refined. Outside of that block, maintain, refine, stabilize. Growth should feel strategic, not frantic. Spring rewards direction. It does not reward chaos. So here's the reframe. You do not need to hustle to grow. You just need pacing. When your nervous system feels safe inside your structure, confidence increases. When confidence increases, leadership improves. And when leadership improves, patients trust your direction. So this week is not about setting bigger goals. It's about building a container strong enough to hold them. So here are your weekly action steps. Write your sustainable capacity number. Choose a realistic weekly patient hour number that you can sustain for 6 months without resentment. Not your max, your sustainable, which can sometimes be difficult depending on which patients you see. Commit to not exceeding it without deliberate planning. So number 2, let's define one expansion block. Choose one 6 to 8 week period this year where you will intentionally grow. And then circle it. Everything else becomes refinement and stabilization. Remember, growth needs rhythm, not constant acceleration. I hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Am I building growth on top of stability or on top of adrenaline? Think about it. Comment below and let us know so that we can support you. And until next time, stay grounded, keep healing, and build a practice that supports you as much as you support your patients.